Welcome to Twin City Talk. Today we are talking to Amanda Hoey from Short Stacked. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you make clothes, which is really cool.
Yes.
How did you get into that?
So I've been in fashion in general for over a decade, and I saw a demographic that definitely needed attention. There's runway shows for curvy girls. There's runway shows in general for the taller demographic, but the short girls just could not get it. You go to a store, you cut off half of the dress to actually get the look you want, and you're losing the effect of the dress in general. So I saw this need, and I started during COVID just making my own clothes. Stuff that made me feel confident and comfortable. And I had a friend who approached me and really pushed me to say that, you know, other people would buy your clothes. And I kind of fought it for a long time because I was like, when you make for yourself, you can accept some flaws, for the lack of better terminology. But when you start making for someone else, you come into a whole other can of worms. And I started making little things, little jackets, that kind of thing. And it kind of blossomed from there. I had T-shirts made up, and everybody loved the name. And so the shirts, the first batch, sold out really quickly. And so I immediately went and got more T-shirts. And then more and more, I've had people approach me about custom pieces or just in general trying on things. And even at the launch party, people would try on things and you could see their face light up that they put on something that made them feel comfortable and confident in their own skin.
Besides their happy face.
Besides their happy face.
Put on a happy face.
That's a whole nother level of happy face.
And your stuff is available at least at Curvy Fox. Is there anywhere
Correct.
else?
Yeah, you can find them online at shortstackedfashion.com, as well as you can contact me directly if you have an event. You guys work with Ann Donovan, and on her Facebook, she just posted one of my pieces that she had the teal blue cape with the feathers. And she also bought a custom piece for her. She brought me a picture. She gave me a budget, and that's kind of how I work.
Have you done anything with the Winston-Salem Fashion Week at all yet?
Not yet as far as runway show. For the past 2 years, I've actually shown this past year 3 pieces, the year before 1 piece at their Salem College display this past year. And then I forget, I'm so sorry. Nikita, please don't kill me. The year before, she had a display someplace else for a month. And where they have those displays is where I've been asked to showcase some pieces as well.
How does your process, like, do you draw it out or how does that work? How's your process?
Yes and no. I think it depends on the person. Like for me, I can see a piece and be like, oh, I would love something like that, but I would change XYZ. Maybe the top is a little bit different. Being a stacked girl, okay, there's things that we have to use to keep things tucked in that sometimes is just not logistically smart in some designs because people assume that it's going to look better on a skinnier person. But I really strive to find pieces or make pieces that you can feel confident and not like you have to fit a certain mold. Yeah. And that's what fashion has become is you have to be a size XYZ. Maybe it's a 2, maybe it's a 4, maybe it's a 6. And that's what looks good. And the fact of the matter is none of us these days are a 2, 4, and 6 unless we've been eating salad for the past week and only water. Devil Wears Prada was a big product, like success because people recognized that it wasn't just the 2, 4, and 6. Yeah. They recognized that there are people of all sizes.
I'm excited about the second one coming up.
I am too.
It should be good.
Yeah.
So, what's the hardest part about all this?
The hardest part is people recognizing that just because somebody's short. I mean, it's just the way it is. Like, I don't mean to be ugly, but people are like, I'm not that short. And it's like, you see the runway shows and people don't realize that those women, some of them as young as 15 and 16, are 5'10" and above. So
Yeah.
just because it looks good on a runway does not mean it's going to look right on you. And
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Most fashion shows,
Uh-huh.
whether it's Paris, Milan, any of those
Right.
places, that's not for everyday people
Yeah.
anyway.
right.
I have never, ever once seen somebody wear that stuff in public.
I have.
It depends on where
think
you
it
are.
depends on the show, right? So what gets splashed all over the headlines is couture, which is the over the top, overwhelming.
Yeah.
But sometimes what doesn't make the headlines are those shows where it's a piece that you could wear.
Mm-hmm.
And we see these overly dramatic couture pieces because that's what makes the headlines. You see somebody wearing a toilet seat as listen, I've seen it all, okay? But that it makes people laugh, but it's inattainable and not functionable. Or not functionable. New word of the day. Not functional. I'm actually designing for the Curvy She fashion show that I think you talked to
Yeah, Phyllis.
about. And they reached out to me and they're like, hey, do you do gowns? They had seen some of my pieces and they said, we want you in the fashion show. Can you do gowns? Now, here's something that's going to, I still can't believe I'm doing it. So I'm doing 12 gowns. I offered to do 12 gowns. Okay. But here's the thing. I didn't have any gowns. So I'm doing 12 gowns, right? I told them, I promise you 12. And then if I get 10 out, I'll be a happy camper. So I've been doing a gown a week for the past few weeks. And I am 7 gowns down.
When is the show?
Yeah. So the show is the last weekend in June.
Okay.
So I gave myself, I just got back from filming, and so I gave myself an extra, taking out those weeks, keeping going the pace I am, an extra 3 weeks that I just get the gowns assembled, and then I'll give myself 2 weeks to fine tune everything. Make sure it's runway ready kind of thing. Yeah. Because people don't realize that half the time you're sewing somebody in a dress on a runway and then you're ripping that apart when you get off the runway sometimes. And I've seen all this and it kind of frustrated me because it's you're destroying this art piece, right? Because you're trying to fit a size 2 or 4. Even realistically, you're fitting a 2 or size 4 into something that they're not comfortable in. You can see it on somebody's face. I don't care if you're in jeans and a t-shirt. I don't care if you're in your favorite t-shirt. The look on your face when you put on something confident completely changes everything. Yeah. Your favorite t-shirt makes you smile bigger than a t-shirt you just put on because you're going out. It's all in how you present yourself. And I remember going to fashion shows for many years and trying to fit girls in dresses. And you could tell immediately when a girl put on a dress and she was confident in it and she's ready. She's fierce. She's ready to walk down the runway. Or somebody puts you in a dress that you're it's a difference. And that's what I really wanted with Short Stack was that you put on a piece and you're oh, I can rock this. I can wear this and feel confident. And I had designed a piece that I wore to Winston Fashion Week, and I absolutely loved it. It looks like fireworks going up a dress, and it was sparkly,
That's
and
cool.
I put stretch fabric in it. And at my launch party that I had back in November, this girl put it on. And before she even put it on, she's like, it won't work for me. I love it, but there's no way. This girl turned into a different person when she put on that dress. And that's what I want people to put on something and feel so confident that they walk out and your shoulders are back. You don't have to tell somebody to put your shoulders back and look confident. It just naturally happens because you put on something that makes you feel like a better version of yourself.
Would you say that's your favorite part, is seeing the confidence?
Absolutely. I can put on stuff I've designed and I feel confident in it. But when you see someone who, the girl that put on this dress, was very much one of those quiet people, didn't really talk to anybody. But as soon as she put it on, she was bubbly. She was laughing, like making something for someone that artwork is beautiful, right? Like I love art. I have art all over my home. I get to enjoy that art every day. I walk down my staircase. I get to look at a beautiful piece of art and it makes me smile. No other reason. Nobody has to love it, but I love it, right?
Yeah.
When you put on a piece of clothing, you're sharing a piece of yourself. And the fact that you can put on something and transform not your identity, but your personality to the point that you're confident enough that you're not worried about what everybody else thinks. You are wearing something that makes you feel beautiful or handsome, whatever it works. I mean, the fact of the matter is just putting on something and making you feel confident is definitely my favorite part. Watching somebody blossom into the best version of themselves.
That's cool. Did you ever watch Sex and the City, that show?
I did.
And I was thinking about the episode with the Carrie doing the runway, and she was like not confident. And then she had her friends come back, and they like talked her up, and she realized,
Right. And so that's the thing, having a tribe around you that builds you up is great, but not everybody has that.
Yeah.
So sometimes being just a simple piece of clothing, and I feel like it doesn't always have to be a dress. It can, like I said, be your favorite T-shirt, your favorite shirt. There's a reason why they call them a power suit, right? Because when you put that on, you gain this whole new level of power and confidence.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. So when you go into an interview, whether you're TV, radio, anything, if you go in with a confidence, that's going to resonate. If you go in feeling inconfident or less than who you are, let's just go with unconfident, your personality, it's going to resonate, and people can feel that.
Yeah. Are you from Winston originally?
I am. I have lived for my entire life, but I moved away for a few years to New Jersey, as a matter of fact, and then came back. Yeah.
What brought you back? Just wanted to come back?
Family, taking care of family.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What do you love about Winston?
I love that it's a big little city, right?
Yeah.
So we still have traffic, and I put that in quotes because anybody's driven to Atlanta, let alone Charlotte, an hour and a half away, you are stuck in traffic for 2 and 3 hours. Our biggest traffic, you're looking at maybe 45 minutes, if that.
And that's just if there's a wreck.
Right, exactly. And I love that there are arts here and there are people to support you. It's like a big little family too, right?
Yeah.
So everybody knows everybody within reason. Or if they don't know you, they know someone who knows you. Yeah. So the joke was when I was in high school that Kevin Bacon, the 5 degrees. So it was the 5 degrees of Amanda, because like people would say, Amanda knows so-and-so. Maybe she doesn't know so-and-so who that person knows, but that person, and it would go around. And I love that about Winston. It's
I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to Green Street Church and people are like, everybody knows somebody who's going to Green Street Church. I've been on the board, thankfully, with Tim and Mackenzie, who knows everybody as well.
Yeah.
And you were as well on the Winston-Salem Ambassadors, because there's so much that Winston has to offer that I think we take it for granted sometimes.
Yeah.
How much Winston actually has to offer. And it frustrates me, somebody saying, oh, there's nothing to do in Winston.
Hate that.
I'm like, you don't know the right people then, because there's always something
Just
to do.
look, even on the right social sites, like if you go to the Go-To or Best of Winston, they all have.
But not even that. Go on your Facebook nowadays and just click on events, right? You can find at least 5 events any day of the week that there's something. Even Monday nights, people are like, there's nothing to do on a Monday night in Winston. There's a Siren series down at Footnote with
and Karen
and Diana Tuffin.
And Tuffin, yeah. So.
And I've known Diana Tuffin forever. And she's fantastic. And Matt Kendrick, everybody knows Matt Kendrick. Moral of the story, circling back, like everybody knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all connected. I think in Winston, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Which high school did you go to?
Parkland.
Well, that's where he went.
I know. We've had these talks.
Yeah.
Mustangs.
Yes.
I'm a Viking, so.
Understood.
I live on the side now that I would have gone to
Gone to
Parkland if I
Parkland.
go. But yeah, but
It's changed a lot.
It has. It's not nearly as cool as it used to be.
well, it's a magnet school now,
Yeah.
right? That hasn't helped.
No. I mean, what does that mean, really?
I was a theater girl before they got the fancy auditorium. Like, you didn't have mics. You learned how to project. Forget a sound system. Like, that's where you learned how to be a real stage actress or actor.
You know when they give the senior class gives a gift to the I tried my best to get the senior class to actually gift a decent PA system. And they opted to put lights, renew the lights in the sign out front. Before, now it's LED, right?
I was going to say, now it's LED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morons.
I don't even remember what we did for our senior gift. It's too long ago.
It was either that, and I may be wrong on that. It was either that or repainting the horseshoes in the parking lot, which was asinine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody cared enough. They just didn't want to give up any money. That's what it was.
I bet they found the paint at the dollar store.
Probably.
Maybe. How can people find out about your clothes?
So I have a number of ways. You can go on to Facebook, and it's under Short Stack there. Also, I have a Instagram that I need to be better about.
Uh-oh.
Susie's like looking at me. And you can find Short Stack Fashion, as well as the website is www.shortstackedfashion.com.
And then at Curvy Fox.
Curvy Fox is always going to care. They have a number of pieces there that you can try on, as well as I'm going to be having an event. I know it's going to be, this is probably going to air after the fact. I feel bad. On April 18th, it's a Saturday. Yeah, it's going to be way after. Starting to host events at Melrose Cafe.
Oh, cool.
As a resource for, I'm going to do every other month. So one will be for fashion, people looking to get into fashion and connect with photographers, makeup artists, designers, models, just networking. And then the next month will be a artist connection event to help artists get paid work in the field.
I've not actually been there yet, the Melrose. Is it?
They're under new management
Where is this?
on Stratford Road, next to where the old Joann's was.
Yeah.
It's like the Van Gogh exhibit now. Yeah.
Which is really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
The Van
Is
Gogh
that
exhibit.
still open?
Yeah, because I guess
Yeah,
they've
on
still...
Sundays, I take myself on a date. That's my little tradition for myself. And so, like, I go to work, I get done at a decent time, so I take myself to dinner, and then I went and did the Van Gogh exhibit.
That's
and it's
really
just,
neat.
it was really cool.
It's a different way to look at art, I feel like.
Very immersive, to say the least. Like the goggles where you can go through the
VR.
3D. And
I don't know.
yeah.
Those always make me, I don't know, feel...
In the same way, I feel like I missed a lot of resources because I saw people clicking buttons and I did
I
not
didn't
do
see
any
that.
of that.
I didn't have anything to click buttons on. What were they?
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
they've changed it. I don't know.
But yeah, so I fully want to help support fashion, people trying to get into fashion, as well as the arts, and just be able to make those connections that they didn't realize Winston actually had available.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This is Twin City Talk. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. The views and opinions portrayed by guests on this podcast are not necessarily those of the distributors and hosting companies. And if you love this podcast, that's great, but don't think about stealing it. Reach out to us and talk about the content because it is copyrighted.